Just weeks after being released from prison, the former Colorado elections clerk is once again making headlines. This time, Peters is accusing Democrats of preparing to cheat in the upcoming 2026 midterm elections, a claim she made during an appearance on Steve Bannon's podcast shortly after walking free from Colorado's La Vista Correctional Facility. But here's the catch: Peters provided no evidence to support her allegations. For years, Tina Peters has been one of the most controversial figures in America's election debate. Her story traces back to the aftermath of the 2020 presidential election, when she became a central figure in efforts to challenge the legitimacy of the results. In 2024, Peters was convicted on multiple criminal charges connected to security breaches involving election equipment in Mesa County, Colorado. Prosecutors argued that she allowed an outside computer expert linked to MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell to gain unauthorized access to county election systems during a software update in 2021. The case quickly became a national flashpoint. Supporters viewed Peters as a whistleblower exposing vulnerabilities in election technology. Critics saw her actions as a dangerous breach of public trust that threatened election security. Now, following a dramatic turn of events, Peters has been released after Colorado Governor Jared Polis commuted her 9-year prison sentence. The decision came after intense pressure from President Donald Trump and sparked fierce debate throughout Colorado and beyond. Appearing on Bannon's podcast, Peters wasted little time returning to the issue that has defined much of her public life. Referencing elections taking place across the country, she claimed that Democrats would attempt to manipulate future results and argued that concerns about election machines are still not being taken seriously. Her comments immediately triggered strong reactions. Colorado Attorney General Phil Weiser pushed back forcefully, emphasizing that Peters remains a convicted felon and expressing concern about her continued efforts to challenge her conviction. He argued that protecting election integrity requires accountability for those who tamper with election equipment. Colorado Secretary of State Jenna Griswold also condemned the decision to grant clemency, calling it an affront to democracy and warning that it could embolden election denial movements across the country. Even Democratic Senator John Hickenlooper criticized the sentence reduction, saying it sends the wrong message to those who seek to undermine public confidence in elections. Meanwhile, supporters of Peters celebrated her release, portraying her as someone punished for raising questions they believe deserve investigation. Across social media, reactions have been deeply divided, reflecting the broader national debate over election security, trust, and political accountability. And that's what makes this story so significant. For some Americans, Tina Peters represents resistance against a system they distrust. For others, she symbolizes the dangers of election conspiracy theories and attacks on democratic institutions. One thing is certain: her release has reignited a conversation that never truly went away. As the 2026 midterm elections draw closer, the battle over election integrity, public trust, and political narratives appears far from over. Whether Peters' claims gain traction or face continued scrutiny, her return to the public stage is guaranteed to keep this debate in the national spotlight.